If you're still holding on to the version of them in your mind instead of the version they actually were, stay with me, because part 6 is all about the thing nobody admits out loud. Most of what you're missing isn't even them. It's the fantasy your heart built around them. And I want to tell you something gently. That fantasy wasn't a mistake. It was hope. It was love. It was possibility. Your heart wasn't wrong for imagining the best version of someone. That's what hearts do. They dream, they imagine, they fill in the gaps, they build a future out of potential. And honestly, it's kind of beautiful. But when a relationship ends, the fantasy becomes the hardest part to let go of, sometimes even harder than the person themselves. Let's talk about that. When you think about them now, the late night conversations, the sweetness, the way they made you feel on your best days, your heart isn't replaying the whole truth. It's replaying the highlight reel. It's showing you the moments when they were present, when they were kind, when things felt warm. It's not showing the confusion, the inconsistency, the mixed signals, the disappointments, the times you felt invisible, or the days they disappeared emotionally. Hearts are funny like that. They tend to edit the story in favor of the parts that felt safe. But here's something you need to hear. You're grieving the potential, not the reality. The person you love existed, but not in the way you needed them to. Not consistently, not fully, not equally. And I promise you, you didn't lose the relationship you think you lost. You lost the future you hoped for. You lost the version of them you believed they could become. You lost the dreams you built around moments instead of patterns. And patterns tell the truth. Moments tell the story you wished was true. By the way, if this is already resonating, hit like and follow so these videos keep finding you. Healing is messy and emotional, and you need reminders on the days when your heart decides to rewrite the story. Now let's go deeper. Fantasies form when you're emotionally invested in someone who couldn't meet you fully. They give you just enough, a message here, a smile there, a warm moment that feels meaningful, and your heart fills in the blanks. You start saying things like, I know they care. They're just busy. They're stressed. They're overwhelmed. They just need time. And maybe some of that was true, but pieces of the truth don't create a whole relationship. Consistency does. The fantasy is built by the parts of them that felt good. The pain is built by the parts of them that never showed up. Let me be honest with you for a second. If the version of them in your mind had actually been real, the relationship wouldn't have ended the way it did. The version of them you miss is actually the version you deserved. And that version didn't come from them, it came from your heart, your kindness, your loyalty, your imagination, your hope. Your love created the fantasy, and that's why letting it go hurts so much, because the fantasy was the part that felt safe. Let me give you a little humor here. I always say heartbreak is like ordering something online that looks perfect in the picture, and then when it arrives, you're standing there holding something that only vaguely resembles what you thought you were buying. And you're thinking, well, maybe in the right lighting, it'll look like the picture. We've all done this. We've all kept something we should have returned. But that's what the fantasy does. It makes you hold on to something you should have let go months ago. And it convinces you that maybe it'll get better, even when the pattern has proven otherwise. Here's the truth. The fantasy was built by your potential, not theirs. You were the consistent one. You were the caring one. You were the one who tried. You were the one who showed up. You were the one who believed in the connection. Those qualities came from you, and they're still with you. The fantasy is not what you lost. It's a reminder of who you are. Let's talk about letting go. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting them or pretending the good moments didn't happen. Letting go means accepting the whole truth, not just the edited chapters. It means seeing the relationship clearly, not through the lens of potential. It means saying, yes, there were beautiful moments, but the overall experience didn't give me what I needed. And that's not failure, that's clarity. Letting go also means acknowledging that emotional safety requires consistency. It requires effort. It requires someone who doesn't make you question your place. You can't build a relationship on maybe someday. You build it on show me today. And the person who is truly meant for you won't make you guess. They won't disappear. They won't leave you holding half a connection while they hold the other half at arm's length. You want something real. You want something steady. You want a relationship where you don't have to be the only one nurturing the fantasy. And trust me, that kind of relationship doesn't ask you to let go of yourself to hold on to them. If you're struggling to let go right now, I want you to ask yourself this simple question. What did I love, the person or the potential? It's okay if the answer is both, but the potential wasn't yours to build alone. Relationships are a partnership, not a solo project. And here's the beautiful thing. Once you let go of the fantasy, you open up space for reality. Real love, real connection, real consistency, real safety. You stop clinging to what could have been and you start making room for what can be. And I promise you, something real is coming, something healthy, something steady, something that won't require you to shrink yourself just to keep the connection alive. If you want deeper support, someone to help you let go, someone to walk with you through this healing process, someone to help you see the truth clearly and rebuild your emotional strength, you can book a private one-on-one session with me through my website. I'd love to help you personally. You are not letting go of the one. You are letting go of the fantasy that someone else couldn't live up to. And once that fantasy fades, the truth becomes simple. You deserve the real thing. I'm proud of you, and I'm here with you every step of the way.